There are moments in life when silence feels safe. You listen more than you speak, you think before you act, and you find comfort in being alone. This is the world of an introvert. But one day, something changes. You start to feel trapped inside your own quietness. You want to be heard, to express, to connect. That's when the journey from introvert to extrovert begins. At first, it's uncomfortable. Speaking in public feels like climbing a mountain. Small talk feels fake. Your heart races when you walk into a room full of people. You want to disappear, but at the same time, a small voice inside whispers, "I want to grow." That whisper is the beginning of transformation. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more of who you really are. The first step is awareness. Many people believe that introverts are weak or antisocial, but that's not true. Introverts think deeply, feel strongly, and often understand others more than they realize. But they hide behind fear. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of being misunderstood. The change begins when you look that fear in the eye and say, "You don't control me anymore." Imagine you walk into a party. The music is loud. People are laughing, talking, and moving in every direction. You stand near the wall, holding your drink, hoping no one notices you. That's the introvert's world. Observing, analyzing, waiting for the right moment. But what if you took one small step forward? What if you smiled at someone? What if you asked a simple question like, "Hey, how do you know the host?" That one small question could open a door. You see, becoming an extrovert isn't about changing your nature. It's about expanding it. It's about learning the art of connection. Extroversion is not about talking too much. It's about sharing your energy. When you smile, people feel it. When you speak with passion, people listen. When you show interest, people remember you. Slowly, conversation becomes easier. Slowly, you stop worrying about what others think. But the truth is, transformation doesn't happen overnight. There are days when you still want to stay silent. Days when your words don't come out right. Days when you feel that old anxiety rising again. But each time you push a little further, you grow a little stronger. It's like exercising a new muscle. The more you use it, the more powerful it becomes. One of the secrets to this transformation is exposure. You can't become confident by thinking about it. You become confident by doing. Start with small actions. Talk to the cashier, greet your neighbor, share your opinion in class or meetings. The more you interact, the easier it becomes. Your brain learns that communication is not dangerous, it's rewarding. The second secret is listening differently. Introverts are naturally good listeners, but they often listen silently. Extroverts listen actively. They nod, smile, and respond. They use their body language to say, "I'm here with you." Try it once. Next time someone talks, look into their eyes, nod with understanding, and say a few words of agreement. You'll notice the magic of connection. Then comes the mindset shift. Most introverts believe they need to be perfect before they speak. They plan every word in their head, afraid of mistakes. But extroverts don't think that way. They speak freely, knowing that communication is not about perfection. It's about emotion. People don't remember your grammar. They remember your energy. So speak, even if your words aren't perfect. Speak with feeling, not fear. Another important step is self-acceptance. You can't grow into confidence while hating your quiet side. Your introversion is not a weakness. It's your depth. It's what gives your words meaning when you finally speak. Becoming more extroverted doesn't mean losing that depth. It means combining thoughtfulness with expression. That balance creates true charisma. Calm on the inside, alive on the outside. There will be moments of doubt. You'll enter conversations that go wrong. You'll face awkward silences. You'll sometimes say something silly and regret it later, but that's okay. Every extrovert you've ever met has been there too. Confidence is built through failure. The more you fail, the less you fear. And when fear fades, freedom begins. You'll start noticing small victories. A stranger smiling back, someone laughing at your joke, a friend thanking you for your words. These small signals tell your brain, you belong here. And slowly, the world that once felt intimidating becomes welcoming. If you look deeper, you'll realize that being extroverted isn't really about social skills. It's about energy flow. Introverts keep energy inside. Extroverts share it. The moment you start sharing, your thoughts, your stories, your emotions, you stop being trapped within yourself. You start to live outside the walls of your mind. There's a beautiful power in expressing yourself. When you speak, you inspire. When you share, you connect. When you open up, you create space for others to do the same. People are drawn to those who are authentic, not perfect. When you drop the mask of fear and show your true personality, the world responds with warmth. Sometimes, all it takes is one powerful realization. People are not judging you as much as you think. Everyone is too busy worrying about their own insecurities. Once you understand this, conversations become lighter. You stop performing and start being. That's when your words flow naturally, your laughter feels real, and your confidence shines effortlessly. To move from introvert to extrovert, you must first move from fear to freedom. Freedom to speak, freedom to connect, freedom to be seen. This freedom grows with every brave step you take. Start small, start slow, but start. Speak up in that meeting. Compliment that person. Ask that question. Every action adds up. And then one day you realize you've changed. You walk into a room and feel comfortable. You greet people with warmth. You share stories and see smiles around you. You don't overthink what to say. You simply speak. The quiet person who once lived in fear is now alive, confident, expressive. But the best part? You didn't lose yourself. You didn't become someone fake. You simply allowed your light to shine brighter. You learned that communication isn't noise, it's connection. You learned that confidence isn't arrogance, it's self-trust. You learned that speaking is not about being loud, it's about being real. So remember, transformation isn't about changing your personality. It's about expanding it. You can be thoughtful and expressive, quiet and confident, deep and dynamic. True power comes when your inner world meets the outer world with balance. Becoming an extrovert is not about becoming louder. It's about becoming braver. It's about standing tall in your truth and saying, I have something to share. When you reach that point, you'll see that the journey was never about being like others. It was about becoming fully yourself, free, fearless, and alive. And that, my friend, is the real story. Not of becoming someone else, but of discovering who you've been all along.